But enough about me. Let's talk about the game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the perhaps deeply troubled Bryant Falls, a little town in Montana where things have slowly been going off the rails.
It's been fine. Everything's
Well,
fine.
well, let's face it. The almost storybook, but more sort of late night tawdry drama of Samantha Findlay and her carefully arranged murder of George Duncan. She hasn't done anything to deny it. The freezing to death of a traveling salesman, and the wigging out of a local waiter are starting to wear thin that veneer of tranquility that Bryant Falls has wrapped itself in for so long.
It's fine.
Now, just as a reminder, where was everybody when we left off that last session? I'll cue with reminders as I need to.
We had...
You were the group was kind of split up at the time, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Casey and I had compiled a list of the kids in the reading group.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You even saw Milton Castillo himself in the library's glassed-in meeting room.
Yes.
Which was full.
He had a dagger and a still beating human heart.
No.
He had some books that looked to the casual observer to be totally fine. And also, he had some tests or something. What was that? Something from school.
He had some of the students' paperwork from school.
Yes. That was a bit odd, because it's a reading group, not a...
Study group?
Not a study group for school, yes.
There's a bit of crossover. There's a bit of crossover, it turns out. And come to think of it, Casey had seen something or someone outside the library that she saw fit not to tell Roy about.
Yes.
That's right.
The less said about that, the better.
Mm-hmm. But you're probably going to want to put it in the case document anyway, so you don't forget and everybody else remembers. And that's not the case document. That's the case document. Somewhere in
there if it was relevant to the plot, and certainly it's not. Therefore, by not putting it in here, it will not be relevant. Right?
You hope.
I don't even remember her name.
Want me to help?
Yes.
Sure. I mean, I know who she is. I just don't know her name.
Joy Norwick.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember that.
Chester Norwick's daughter.
Good old Chester Norwick.
Our mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Beloved mayor.
Generally beloved.
Yeah.
Regarded by some as a bit of a pinwheel. After all, his daughter got in trouble with a science teacher. See, that kind of splash damage splashes both ways.
Yeah, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found that mark on the back of Doug's car.
Oh, yeah. Doug Fisher was preparing to leave town, and you spotted something.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Protected him from getting mystically murdered.
By throwing a shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good throw, too.
Desperate measures. It's a good thing you weren't wearing really tall boots. Those would not have gone as far.
Or flip-flops.
Yeah, they would have been too light.
It could be argued the boot could have gone that far.
It would have been really hard to throw, though.
It would have been. And it's not quite balanced. So apparently sensible footwear is now being rated for range.
Uh-huh. And combat damage.
Well, let's see. Adam Gossamer's daughter, Judy.
It's too bad there aren't like any wizard police who we can have.
How do you know there aren't?
Exactly.
Too bad that we don't know of any wizard police.
But what are the wizard laws?
Good question. How do you enforce something you don't know?
Yes.
Let's see. Wrong document. At least I'm using the right mouse this time.
As opposed to the left mouse.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to research Mr. Castillo and figure out, like, what his deal is. Was he raised by a cult, or did he find that one book? And... Holy buckets.
Yeah, Andreas just pasted a bunch of stuff into the case document.
Mm-hmm. All our open questions.
Mm-hmm. Not all of them will get answered this set, but some of them will. Now let's see what questions do people want to pursue right now?
How can we best keep Roy away from Joy Norwick? And vice versa.
You're going to have fun texting that to the rest of the group, leaving him out.
No, he already had opened a separate channel for everyone except Roy.
Yeah.
Yes. He let us know what was going on with that.
It's called the Bryant Falls Avengers minus Roy.
Okay, now this is going to get complicated. Now, I need to find a channel that has Kamaria, Ray, and Casey, but not Roy and John and Lucy. What do I call that one? Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. Oh, shit, that one has Lucy in it. Yeah.
Oh, no, I said something in the wrong one. Well, we're fucked.
Well, see, here's... Oh. We're going to try to avoid having it get to be that complicated.
You're going to try. Good luck with that.
No big deal.
See, if we have like really flowery and descriptive names, then it's going to be hard to remember. But if we have it set up so you see a little picture of their faces, and then like X'd out of the ones of the people who aren't in there, then you can just do it graphically. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I feel like we really need to look into Mr. Castillo so we can figure out what his game is.
What his game is, yeah.
What's his end game.
Wait a second. If it's just right now that he has his group, does that mean that nobody is at his home?
Maybe.
That probably would, unless he has a wife or children.
Or a dog?
Or a dog. Maybe he has a tack goldfish.
Yeah.
Have you considered that?
Either way, I have 1 point of infiltration.
Goldfish bites can be very nasty.
Those little rubbery lips.
So I might try to borrow some sugar from him,
Sugar.
and suddenly he's not there, but apparently the back door was open or something.
Yeah.
How does that
Or
sound?
something.
He lives on the other side of town. And on the way there is a grocery store. You pass by the grocery store.
Well,
You get sugar from this guy you've never met before.
It seemed like a perfect time to make an introduction.
That's
Exactly.
The fact that he wasn't there is completely beside the point.
It was just bad luck.
And as you're out on the street talking about this with Casey, I guess?
Yes, exactly. I'm talking with Casey while she's doing something with her phone and only listens with half an ear,
Mhm.
which annoys me. But
What's
I'm telling
what's
her.
that about? Mhm.
I'm really good at that sort of thing. Burning multiple lines of communication.
Multitasking.
It's a skill I developed.
Yeah. Okay.
It's when you get the text from Casey on your phone that says, "But Roy must never know," that you can begin to suspect.
Won't happen.
Hasn't happened yet, at least. So let's see. While you're talking about this and pondering your plans, sheriff's car goes by. Sirens blaring, high speed,
Oh.
and this is in town too.
Oh boy. What direction are they going?
They seem to be headed out.
Well, let's follow them.
Is that what we do now?
Well,
Or do we just chase sirens all the time?
not all the time, but when they just go by us like that, that's like a hat tip from destiny.
He is not wrong.
Who said that?
Let's go. Okay. Whose car did we come in? Was it mine or yours? I think it was yours.
It could have been mine.
Yeah. Okay. So go. Follow her. Follow them.
Casey probably came in hers. I'm pretty sure that. Oh, actually, that's right, because you guys went somewhere afterwards. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I go text the group that we are following the police.
We're tailing them.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna regret it.
You get a message back from me saying, "Didn't we just get out of interrogations with them?"
yes, we did, and yet now there's something else happening. And it doesn't sound good.
Who says lightning doesn't strike the same place twice? Yeah.
We're just coincidentally going to the same location, wherever that is.
Yeah. Let's see if
That
Drew
the police
is
are going to.
Let's see if Drew is showing us once again that we should park right beside his car.
Oh yeah, can we tell if it was the deputy or?
Both cars went, the sheriff's and the deputies.
Wow. Okay, that's really major. Let's go.
Yes, sir. And we follow, but not like.
Not like chase, just follow.
Yeah. Now we're
You're
chasing
just
them.
trying to drive. You're just trying to drive casual, but not look like you're driving casual.
No, we want to look like we're driving casual, but town isn't that big. We're not going to miss them.
You know, we are driving fierce, but looking casual.
Thus, going back to the joke in the Star Wars reference, yeah. And you arrive on the scene. It is a car. It is pulled over to the side of the road, obviously. When you get there,
Are we still in town, or we like?
You've been driving a few minutes. Sometime back, you passed Flo's Diner and the Quick Stop,
Okay.
which is kind of the landmark outside of town.
Oh, good. Well, this will totally look like we.
Oh, there it
Paying
is.
attention.
Flority's Full Service and Flo's Diner.
Flirty Flo.
Not that flirty, a little sassy. Not so much flirty, though.
All right. So there's a car pulled over somewhere on the.
There's a
road
car
just outside
pulled
the
over.
town.
Sheriff's car is pulled in behind. Deputy's car is pulled in front, and the deputy is setting up a curtain by the car.
What?
Oh, damn it. Roy, go talk to him.
Oh God.
No. Let's just watch from a safe distance.
I will get at my binoculars because I'm prepared.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask if you had something like that with you.
Well, it's good that you have that capability. So, Casey,
Yep.
you're going to get a look at the car to gather what information you can. You're kind of having to look through the sheriff's car to see it,
Yeah.
or maneuver around a little bit. So, let's see. Appropriate skills that you might have. Well, not notice.
It would be interesting. Well, I can give my binoculars to Roy. I mean, that's. I don't
Yeah,
have to
right.
go and
You have
notice.
to drive. I have to look.
We just drive suspiciously slow, like 5 miles an hour past on the highway, and then speed off.
Okay, let's begin. I'm going to give you this with notice because you're looking there at you're looking through the car. You're looking through the car, and you can see a blood splatter on the windshield, on either the front or back windshield.
Both of them, or we can't tell.
At least one of them, you can't tell.
Okay.
So there is a blood splatter, and it looks like there is something drawn inside the. Looks like there is something drawn on the door, the inside of the door that's sitting open there.
Oh, goody.
This isn't
Yeah.
a car they recognize.
It's not a car you recognize. No.
Another out of towner.
Yeah. Still, Roy, you have a good idea what's going on. I'd like you to make a 2-point stability test.
Okay.
That's why I don't have notice. I don't have to make all these stability tests.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ouch. I rolled a 3.
Oh, that's 2 points down. You're now using the correct keyboard to that level. Wait, wrong one.
That was shrink.
That was shrink. There we go.
Okay. Now, what did I see?
Well, like I said, you saw that glyph you've seen drawn a few other places
Okay.
on the car,
The
and the blood and the
sacrifice.
fairly intense blood splatter on the inside of either the front or back window.
Okay.
Roy, you look a little pale.
Somebody got sacrificed in there. It's that symbol again. The one we saw on the door.
This is getting out of hand.
Do you know what makes this worse?
Do tell.
Yeah.
That's what I was
re-
thinking, do tell.
Yeah, remember how you had just come from the library?
Yes.
Yeah, that meeting with Milton Castillo and his various people had been going on for about 20 minutes, I guess, by the time you got out.
Yes.
Judging by the response time and such, there is a good chance that maybe this happened while that was in session.
Mm,
Oh, that's just a coincidence.
I doubt it is. There are no coincidences.
Hey, that's my line.
Of course there are.
And I will throw in coincidences if I must. Nature does not abhor red herrings.
Exactly. Like if nothing was a coincidence, then that would be kind of weird.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah, but this is no coincidence.
I'm just
If there are no coincidences, then bingo becomes a much less interesting pastime.
We have a glyph. So, yeah, we have to see more. We have to see the body. Over there looks like a good spot to stop the car, and then we are going to watch through the binoculars and see who the dead person is, if we know.
David, are there any surroundings where we could have some kind of plausible deniability? Like, is there a little nature stop or a rest stop or like any sort of thing whereby we could pretend to have a reason to be there?
Yeah, I will give you that there is a stop nearby with a picnic table and some...
No, officer, we were just having a picnic.
How many points of preparedness does it take for me to have like
Food?
like a brown bag with lunch in it?
I won't charge you any points so long as you can roll a 6 or better.
Oh, okay, that's how we're doing that. Okay.
Yes, remember?
6 is the target.
6 is your target. Spend as many points of preparedness as you want.
I will spend 4. I'll spend 4.
Wow.
Spending 4.
So if
That gets you down to...
if
Nope.
I get a 2, I'll be good. I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Oh, that's the worst decision.
So you have a brown bag, but it turns out that it is empty.
It contains yarn.
Oh, really?
I sense some crocheting coming up.
Do I have some yarn hooks? I don't know how that works.
Yes, you do.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so officer, we were just sitting here and trying to make a pullover for winter.
This looks like a case of macra murder. Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay.
Well, you see, sometimes I just like to get out of town if I'm going to be doing this.
I could almost see you grabbing that brown bag, hoping it was lunch, and going over to the table, only to be surprised. Oh shit!
Okay.
No, here we go. I saw some good Pokemon here.
That's good.
Oh my
That is
gosh, you
the
guys.
perfect alibi.
That famed trash can by the side of the road gym.
It's not a gym. I just submitted it as a new Pokestop the other day.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we set up shop there and watch the police through the binoculars to see what's going on.
And I think just to make sure I'm not missing anything, I better get in on that stream of stuff that's happening in the Hangout text stream.
Nothing plot relevant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Matt saying he's too sick to come in.
Okay.
Boy saying, go Pokemon Go.
Okay, good to know it's like that.
I feel like Roy would be Team Instinct.
Might be.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Definitely not Team Wisdom.
Nope.
If only there was a Team Fiasco.
Would that be your team, David?
Much as I would like to think of myself as someone who organizes fiascos, I couldn't really make that claim. Sorry.
All right, I'm actively.
Tell you what, given that failure, let's make this a test of. Oh, holy buckets! Nobody has cop talk either.
We'll just talk to them like humans. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Roy has worked up a rapport with them.
Yeah.
Being on so many of
Definitely.
the
I can
reports,
feel it.
he has worked up a rapport with them.
Wait, who has he worked up a rapport with?
Roy worked up a rapport with the police.
I'm not sure it's so much a rapport as a provoke. Fate humor.
Sure.
Lovable Roy. Yeah.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
The town.
Their trust is complete.
I heard him say it. No takebacks.
You have to remember to include intonation in the consideration of the comment.
I'm sorry, that was not available in the transcript. All I see is that they trust Roy.
Sarcasm tags. I'll use them. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're trying to get a closer glimpse on that.
Oh yes. I am shaken a bit because of that.
Shaken a bit. Yeah.
A bit.
Now let's see how to do this.
We really need a drone.
Oh.
Then you could scope out the scene remotely and vomit in the privacy of your own home. As it happens,
What a great idea.
yeah, the sheriff and deputy are taking the occasional notice of you over at the picnic table. I will give this to you on. Well, you're going to be relying on Roy's. You sure you both want to try to sneak over, given that only one of you has infiltration?
I'm infiltrating a picnic table. Wait, no.
Well, you're infiltrating a crime scene from the picnic table.
Oh.
We need to get a better look, or I need to get a better look.
Someone needs to get a better look.
I'll hold down the fort.
Here we go.
By which I mean the Pokemon gym.
Yeah, you are hunting Pokemon, and I am trying to get the correct point of view to see something past this barrier that they are erecting.
Well, they erected it so people on the road wouldn't see much.
So from
this is to screen it from. This is to screen them from it. You're coming in from the other side, where most sane people wouldn't. And on that note, let's see. I would like you to make a. Well, at this point, it's going to be a stability 4 test.
Whoa!
Fun.
4.
4.
Good heavens. But I'm playing it risky. I'm spending 1 stability.
You want to make it you're going to succeed on a 3 or better then. That's a 2 and 3
Yes.
chance.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty
hang
good.
on just a moment. Let me get over there. Note that
That I spent
you're
1.
now spent down to 6.
Mhm. No! Ah! I rolled a 1.
Oh dear.
God.
They're not doing so well this
No,
session.
no. I'd have to change. I have to switch dice. I need to take another die. This one is
Okay.
better.
You can
Okay,
warm up
so
your
so
dice.
so what pushed this incident over the edge for you is the deputy sort of making a face. You can get a bit of a look inside the car. You can see the stump, and the sheriff's comment. Wait, he only has one arm.
Oh, fun.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well then.
This is by the way in the back seat.
Oh.
There is nobody in the front seats.
What the hell?
I know, right? So, 2 empty front seats. No sign that anybody was there or anything unusual. Back seat, dead body, missing an arm.
Awesome.
Dead body minus arm, plus multiple stab wounds.
just an arm. Oh, I thought his head exploded and he was missing an arm. Okay, that's
No.
not bad.
No,
So he bled out,
he was stabbed hard enough and often enough that he gushed.
and his arm is gone.
And his arm is missing.
Holy crap!
Mm-hmm. I think
Suddenly,
I think the stability loss is justified in this case, don't you?
Yeah, I get
Mhm.
the feeling that I'm not in the right spot here. I should be somewhere else.
This would be a good time to retreat back to the picnic table and share your findings.
Oh, yes. I retreat quickly to the picnic table and stammer something about missing arms and stab wounds. And somebody who took the arm is still out there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somewhere here.
Building quite an army.
Something like that, yeah.
One piece at a time.
They didn't have the arm at the reading group. That's
Didn't
for
look
sure.
like it.
So somebody else is also in on this, not only Castillo and his gang.
Well, there might be more people who weren't there for that session.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what's going on there.
Yeah.
Sure, he was in a fully packed room, but that doesn't mean the whole group was there.
That's right.
Yeah, there could easily be 1 or 2 people.
True.
And it was the same symbol that we've seen.
Same symbol that you've seen. In fact, this would be a good time for me to actually start putting notes into the evidence locker. Except someone's already started doing that.
How's it going, Seth? How's it going, buddy?
It's fine, but I'm chilling. He woke up like not that long ago.
Let's do this right.
Looks like he's hungry. It's like, Mom, stop.
Like, Mom, oh my God. Mom, you're gonna embarrass me.
He doesn't know how to
I
be
think
embarrassed yet.
that phase comes much later.
Yes.
Oh,
And it's all on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, the scene by the road. Four-door sedan with Wyoming tags. Front seats empty. Dead body of young man with multiple stab wounds in back seat, missing an arm.
Awesome. Do you think they're gonna eat it?
hope not.
Blood gush on back
Probably.
windshield.
Probably yes.
I don't know if they're trying to become hungries or something.
Why would they take it with them?
Exactly. Like, what are they doing that they need to take it
Good
with
question.
them, if not to possibly eat it?
Maybe they use it in some kind of ritual, cult thing.
Maybe. Or maybe they're just making a nice batch of human jerky.
Or both.
Maybe they're going to use a ritual and then eat it later. 'Cause
Yeah,
why
or
let it go to
during the
waste?
ritual. Maybe it's a ritual that incorporates eating an arm. I suddenly don't want to have anything to do with these people.
So I'm going to look at like housing in not Bryant Falls.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had some of those kids in school. They were doing
Actually.
well.
Well, some of which kids?
The kids in the reading group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Some of them are bright. They have a future in front of them. I don't
Unless,
understand.
well, things happen.
As
Futures get
butchers?
derailed all the time.
Shit happens.
Let's get out of here and see if like we can maybe find out why someone would need an arm.
I think I need a drink.
You need to stay sober for this. You need to do sharp. I'll drink.
She says to the person who's lost 7 of his 9 stability points in the past 10 minutes.
You know, a drink for him might not be a bad idea.
So you're gonna get any stability points back?
Well, that would involve an
Alcohol is one
applicant.
of his sources of stability.
It is one
Yeah.
of his sources of
Oh.
stability.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
It's actually healthy for him. Okay. Mechanically speaking, drinking as a coping mechanism is actually good for him. Okay.
Yes, it
That's,
is.
that's kind of a problem.
It is.
All right, let's get you some
So
alcohol
you're
beer.
Yeah.
In fact,
Oh.
I should get one of those right now.
what, a drink?
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah. Yeah, give
You know,
Just drink.
I could go for one too. I'll be right back.
It's okay. You're okay. Oh, Steps. It's okay, Mr. Tired Butt. Yes. You're okay.
For the purposes of terms of service, this is actually root beer. It even says root beer on it. We'll ignore that line right there and that line right there.
Terms of service, what? Are we not allowed to drink alcohol on
I don't
There
know.
we go.
YouTube?
There, I've covered up things. This says root beer. Ignore the words I'm covering up. It is actually root beer. It's just extra.
Hard root beer.
No, I covered up that word.
Ah,
It's pretty good, actually. Delicious root beer.
root beer.
Sure.
Okay. So, Coy, you've been quiet there. I haven't done anything to cow you into silence, have I?
No, they're doing stuff in the background.
Okay.
He's at a hotel right now.
Okay. I will. I hesitate to say not disturb him because he is a participant in this game after all. But if he is otherwise preoccupied, I will respect that. So, let's see. Casey and Roy are going back into town for drinks. While this is going on,
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, it's for Roy. I wanted to go to the fancy library though.
the fancy library.
The secret mega library.
Ah, you wanted to go to Page Turner's. That's back in town.
Yes.
Exactly, great. You can drop me off at the Oaken
No.
Barrel.
No,
And
you're coming with.
what?
I need more eyes, like to find things.
Okay. Okay.
To research things.
Mm-hmm.
On the way there, can we get something from the Mammoth Mart?
Yeah.
Great. Great.
4 bottles of gin later.
Yeah. 4 bottles of gin. That sounds great.
We don't sell gin.
What?
That's a liquor store. Actually, I don't know what the alcohol laws in Montana are.
Okay, but something will be there. Something like whiskey or so. Something clear and fresh.
Beer at the very least.
Clear and refreshing is what I look for now.
Something that causes a hard reset of his brain, triggering a refresh. Yeah.
Yes.
So while that's going on, what is Kamaria doing?
That is a great question.
In light of the stuff that has happened elsewhere.
Yes.
Yes. You're with Doug Fisher, weren't you?
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's gone ahead and yeah, he will have stopped off at the okay, curious. Yeah, he will have stopped off at the nation's best motel.
Yeah.
Commented on this curious spelling. Gotten the stink eye from one of the owners. And then walked over to the Mammoth Mart to get some spirits to clean the thing off his bumper.
Beer and wine.
Well,
Yep,
okay,
that's what
ammoniated spirits, shall we say?
Yes.
I see a foot. Seth is practicing his acrobatics. Oh wow, what is that? I'm so excited now. It looked like it was oatmeal or
Okay,
ice cream or something.
Let's see. What would I be doing? I would probably
you may even want to open up old case documents to refresh your memory of things you've been doing. Or curious about. Mm-hmm. Seeing as not every detail's been put in the new case document yet.
Yeah. I think there wasn't too much I could do. Well, actually, I might go and talk to our little shaman friend.
Drive over to Albert Five Peaks' place,
Uh-huh.
actually paying him a visit.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I figure if I'm going to get a whole, like, if I'm going to figure out, like, what all I can do, then, you know, both Doug and Alfred are my two choices.
Those are your choices of, well, guru might not be the best word.
Mentors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Subject matter experts.
Exactly.
Yeah. That works.
Yes.
Okay, so
Business lingo for the day.
on your way over to Albert Five Peaks, can I get anything interesting out of that? I'm not sure I can. Although,
On the trip?
on the trip, yeah.
Suddenly you see someone walking with an arm over his shoulder.
That man is armed.
Whistling a jaunty tune. No, that's not going to happen.
Very odd.
You see a man carrying what appears to be a very long, wrapped up sub sandwich. It appears to be, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet long. 3 feet long. 3 foot long sub sandwich.
Five finger foot long. It's
Just the forearm.
yeah. Yeah. No, you know what? We're gonna give Kamaria some fun.
Oh, good.
On the way over, Emmy,
Yes.
would you like to make a sense trouble test?
Sure.
Your difficulty number is 4. Tell me how much you want to make it by, or tell me how much you want to add to your roll.
Okay.
Spend 5.
You have 5 points. You have 5 points to start.
5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I will spend 2.
Taking you down to 3. Your target is 4. Your target is 2 now, actually, so
I got a 5.
excellent.
Thank goodness. One of us finally stopped rolling a 1.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm. So you're driving your way out to Albert's place, sort of on a mentor call. Mentor call? Yeah.
It's Alfred.
Alfred? Okay.
Like Alfred Pennyworth.
Okay, I need to catch that. I need to catch that campaign document up after the session. You're on your way there, and you notice your car is starting to overheat.
Oh.
That's a minor thing, it turns out. But when you start seeing fireflies coming out of the vent,
Oh.
Oh, man. That's not normal.
Well, that's different.
mm-hmm. And by fireflies, I mean those, embers.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I would probably pull over and then pay attention.
Yeah, pull over and pay attention.
Turn on the air conditioning.
Well, if it's trying to tell me something.
Okay, you're pulling over. Are you shutting the car down, or?
Not immediately.
Not
the engine.
immediately.
If you rev the engine and heat it up, it'll shoot out more sparks.
It totally means nothing, but that David just rolled a die.
Totally nothing.
No, if I was in his place, I would be rolling a die all the time just to throw people off.
Just to freak people out. Oh, God.
I do that occasionally.
I don't trust you people not to metagame. Roll dice.
Oh, I will do that. Also, there are 2 times when I will smile, when the players are on the right track and when they're not.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're kind of on the right track, then that's when he's not smiling. So we know we need to go more one direction or the other.
And when I start smiling, you know you've either succeeded or failed. Yeah, you pull the car over, you watch for a few moments, more fireflies start shooting out, and you're not sure. There might be something under the hood.
Oh,
Yes. I should check it out.
you have a bee in your bonnet.
Or something. At this point, are you going to shut the engine down? Nothing's tried talking to you yet.
This is true.
The worst thing that could happen is you make the wrong decision and fail the murder mystery.
Well, it's a kind of suggestion in Unknown Armies, which this game isn't, I know, that being involved in the mystic world will color your interactions with the normal world in strange ways that might be considered incompatible by some. Most people, they see an engine fire, they might just turn the fan off, the engine off, and back away from the car for a little bit. Someone who thinks fire might be talking to her might approach the situation a little differently. And that difference might make all the difference.
It's mundane.
Well, Tails says, no, I do not turn the engine off. But I probably get out of the car to check the engine.
You're going up to check the engine while it's still running?
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
It's cool. She doesn't have on a necktie or any long dangly, sleeves or anything like that. It's cool.
How long is your hair?
She might have long hair.
It's pretty long, but I usually keep it up in like a ponytail or something.
Oh, that could be really gruesome.
Yeah. Well, you know something is going on in your engine compartment, and I am going to ask you. You pop the hood release and get your fingers under there to open the hood, and I'm going to ask you to make an athletics test.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your target number is 4.
I'm going to spend 2.
Spending 2.
Yep.
Living there on the 2 and 3 edge.
Yes. Come on, dice. Oh! That was a 1. Damn it,
Oh!
cursed me.
We have returned to the 1 rolls.
It hasn't gone full circle yet.
Oh, God.
Nothing happened. That's why he laughed like that.
No.
That's what the cackle.
You know, one of the big problems with one of the big things you shouldn't generally do when you have an engine fire is open the hood, because the sudden influx of fresh air will cause a flare-up. And that's exactly what happened in this case. So I rolled a die of damage, -1 to give some benefit of the doubt, and as it turns out...
Huh.
I know, right?
Oh, God.
So you just feel really warm and send your eyebrows.
You got really warm for a moment as the fire sort of roared up on either side of you. You're not sure this is because you're invulnerable to fire or not.
The fire likes me. It's protecting me. Maybe.
It likes your face, and that's why it keeps jumping at it.
Yeah. It just wants to kiss you.
Yes.
You look like you're outside a Texas Roadhouse.
I am outside of Texas Roadhouse.
It's amazing.
Use the correct mouse. Zoom in.
So, fire.
Yeah.
You have successfully
Oh.
summoned a flame elemental.
Something like that.
You may ask it 3 questions.
Through its sacrifice, your car has summoned a flame elemental.
Oh, well, that was sweet of it.
Yeah.
Do I hear anything, or is it just...
You know, as long as you have the fire there, it'd be a shame to waste it.
that it would?
That's true.
Mhm.
I would like if you asked it a question and nothing happens, and it just turns out to be regular flames.
Well, no, you're
That's
standing there by the side of the road, looking at your engine on fire, and the fire roars at you.
It's not a
Stay
happy
on your path. The cold ones are trying to trick you. If the previous tests for unnatural acts have been mild before, I think those kid gloves are off now. Give me a 4 points. Give me a 4-point stability test.
Awesome.
Mhm.
It's outright.
I'm going to live
Tell you
dangerously.
things.
I'm not going to spend anything.
Oh boy!
That's the attitude. Embrace it. Embrace the weirdness.
Well, that was a
Or better.
3.
Okay, so Kamaria is down to 2 stability.
Uh-oh.
You're now tied with Roy, but he had a bigger lead to begin with.
Yes.
You should be fine. You just accept it. Accept your role. Accept the supernatural. No more stability.
Now, yeah, after a minute or so of you sort of staring at this, sort of torn between it spoke to me and it ate my car. Someone does pull over. Yeah, a state trooper does pull over with a fire extinguisher.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's really nice.
State Trooper pulls over while Kamaria is just kind of sitting there staring at it.
Yeah.
No, my fire. No, stop. Mine. It's talking to me. It says it must be
Kamaria doesn't
critical.
actually want to take that tack, does she?
No. I probably wouldn't stop him. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, this is what normal people do. I should do that.
Yeah.
Suddenly I want more to run unknown armies. I can't imagine why.
Ma'am, you seem disappointed that I put out your blazing engine fire. Are you okay?
I might look a little surprised for a moment and then be like, oh, right.
Who extinguished my muse? Oh, sorry. Thank you, officer.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation. I need you to leave now.
Yeah.
Ruined the conversation. What the hell? But yeah, and then I'd probably kind of
Can I give you a lift anywhere?
huh?
Can I give you a lift anywhere?
Yes. I will give him the address of Alfred.
All right. And he does take you off in that direction. So, 2 different sources with information they might not have shared with the rest of the group.
I probably while we're driving over there, I'll probably text the group and go, so my muse has a warning.
Check engine light. Check engine not there anymore.
Actually, as we're moving away, I might like snap a quick picture of my car where the smoke's billowing out and send it to them, and then just kind of in quotes say what the fire said.
Yeah, you would get a description of what we found. Everyone would about the dismembered corpse.
Yes.
Yeah. Check engine for doneness.
It's well done.
My car's a little overcooked. But just a little bit.
Now I want some sort of slab of meat for lunch. Between the Texas Roadhouse sign and this talk of barbecues.
Kind of.
That's it. I know where I'm going for lunch now.
A barbecue?
No, there's a local place that I'm going to hit up for food.
This episode is sponsored by.
It might make a funny story for while I'm waiting in line. If I want to freak people out.
Yeah.
There's no reason that you need to hold back when describing your gaming endeavors, especially when it comes to magical horror games.
And then they will tell, I'd like to go outside. I would like to ask you to leave now.
Sharing is scaring. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, stuff's happening.
Yay, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Back to Casey and Roy, who are back at Page Turners.
There's like a secret door, I think.
Well, yeah, there is a door you can go in front that has a keypad lock, and both of you know the combination.
Great.
Because of course.
So I'm shielding so nobody can look, and then you plunge it in. I can't because I have my hands full of bottles.
Don't spill those on anything. We'll get kicked out forever. Yeah. Boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep.
And you boop your way in.
Yeah.
The lights are on. The chairs are empty and waiting for butts thirsty for knowledge. Okay, that came out really weird, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Some of us are thirsty for knowledge.
Yes. I'm
Some of us
looking
are thirsty
for
clean alcohol.
I'm looking for glasses
What do you want?
because
With a little bit of digging, you find
That's your
some.
call, isn't it?
yay.
I look like I'm finished.
No, you look like you're just getting started.
How's it going, Coy?
Great.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm reconnecting with a source of stability while
Drinking.
while you
Source of sloshy stability.
you look for books that we can
Now,
look through.
what kind of book are you looking for?
Did we actually have a copy of that book here? The one about the guy and wanting to destroy society to rebuild it or something?
Yeah, that was
Okay, the synopsis that you've gotten so far of the book in question, which is, let me refresh the memories of our viewing audience, whoever they may be in the future. Necessary Changes in the Social Order. That book was a vanity print book, small order, published under a pseudonym.
Milton Castillo.
No, you can't be sure. You can't be sure it's him.
I somehow
That's
doubt
that was his name.
I doubt it's him.
How long ago was it published? Oh, was
that was
couple
long.
years, or?
No, it's only about 2 years ago.
Oh, I was under the impression that this was like a super old book from like.
Oh, it's not super old.
I guess it doesn't really make sense for vanity publishing, though.
Not with print. Not with the state of print on demand. What it is these days.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this was a short-run Vanity Press book by, for lack of better terms, a potentially mystical doomsday prepper. He is simply absolutely convinced that society will collapse. So there's no reason to try to maintain it unless you really need to hustle to find a place in whatever order arises to come. And whatever order arises to come, pretty much anything goes. Up to and including things like cannibalism. Because no social order, no mores. No mores, no rules, no restrictions. Party time.
Suddenly everybody's chewing on an arm.
Doesn't have to be an arm.
Well, it is in this case.
Yeah, there are some oblique references to past cult action that this particular author has researched, and it looks like some might have been invented himself just to give the thing more veracity.
Oh, really? We're able to tell that?
Well, not necessarily, but you have been able to find some. You have been able to find references to some very old symbology, and some appear to have been made from whole cloth. It has to be checked on a case-by-case basis, because just judging by necessary changes, it's hard to tell which is which.
The only book I remember seeing from the reading group was The Jungle, not The Jungle Book, but The Jungle.
Upton Sinclair's The Jungle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yummy. What was there another one that we had seen that was either the book from the previous week or the book for the next week?
You had also seen The Handmaid's Tale, the Atwood book.
Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that kind of makes sense in a way, I suppose.
Actually, if you want
Kind
to,
of.
I'm not sure if you've gotten a list of previous books reviewed by the. Oh, thank you.
We know one of the previous
Sorry about
books.
Sorry, guys.
What was that one?
Well, that's okay.
So I want to
previous
look in
book
this
that
book
we
and
know
see if
of.
there's any references or allusions to contents of scenes in or characters from those books. And if I need to get those books to assist, I'll do that too. It's not like I expect to do it all from memory. I'm so ready to spend appointed research. I don't have a point in humanities, but I really should.
Yeah, it might be good eventually. Now, do we know anyone who has? No, we don't. Humanities is another one of those empty rows on the character matrix, not unlike cop talk and intimidation.
So if we have to intimidate human cops, then we're in trouble.
I'd say you're in trouble regardless at that point. Hello, Shu.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry about the lateness.
That's okay. Let's see. Given that Roy had to stop in at the Oaken Barrel, having seen some disturbing things on the road, I think this would be a good opportunity to rewind a little bit and let the two of them catch you up.
Fantastic.
Exactly.
This also gives Andreas an opportunity to interact again.
So when we come into the open barrel to fetch something to drink,
Mostly
you
Roy
see
fetching the drinks.
Yes.
Mhm.
You see that that Roy is a bit shaken by something,
Mhm.
and
Perhaps haunted even.
hold back long. We tell you quickly. We followed the police out of town once again. They went there, sirens blaring, and there was a car that they tried to shield from being seen by anyone.
But we saw
Something.
Nevertheless,
And
they
there
persisted.
Yep, we saw some shit.
Yeah, there was a dead young man inside.
Was it actually a man?
It was a young man, yes.
It was a
Okay, I
man.
didn't catch that.
Or a very old boy, take your pick.
He had died from a lot of stab wounds, and his arm was missing. One arm was missing. The police, Drew and the sheriff, they couldn't find the arm. They were looking for it. And he was lying in the back of the car. So on the front seats there was nobody. He took off with the arm.
And we did
And
see a return of the mystery glyph for sacrificing people.
yes, the sacrifice was also on that thing.
Lucy just starts pouring shots.
Oh yes, thanks.
And one for herself, too. One for herself, too, of course.
Roy, don't get too drunk.
I'm not going to dock you. I'm not going to make you test for stability, given that you are just hearing about this secondhand.
So,
But I will give you the opportunity to spend shrink.
Yeah.
Roy
Oh.
needs it, and for
I was-
every point you spend, he gets 2.
Oh, he's gonna get
Yes,
top
but before
off.
we get mechanical, I want to hear the rest of the story.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of the story is
That
this
was-
guy. He must have died just not long ago, and at the same time, there is already right now while we are speaking, there is this meeting of Milton Castillo and the reading group going on. So that person died, or at least almost at the same time that the library meeting is started and is going on. So whatever they are doing, if they are doing something magical with the sacrifices, they are doing it right in their session, right in the library. And I have no
Oh, God
clue
damn.
where that arm is. Who took the arm is. Could be anyone. Could be anywhere. Right?
Could be on
Someone
somebody's
here.
table by now.
Hey, David,
Yes.
was that reading room private in any way? Like, were there open windows to it, or was it a closed room where they could potentially lock the door and do stuff and people wouldn't know?
Oh, it's a room they could actually close and lock the door on,
And
but
no
they
windows
didn't
or
lock.
anything?
But they didn't close and lock the door. The rest of the walls of that room are
Yeah.
windows.
Okay, so
You could have a private meeting in there, but everybody would know you're in there having a meeting.
and they would see if you were like doing weird shit.
Like waving an arm around. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, thank you.
Hmm. And there aren't any blinds on the windows?
No. Well, yeah, there are blinds, but they didn't close them.
Okay.
You know, this would be a great time for that text from Maria to come in, too.
So, hopping back in character. Roy, honey.
Yeah.
You don't look too great. You wanna Maybe come stay for a couple days. Just so you don't have to be alone.
Well, you mean here?
I don't mean here.
Oh.
I think maybe you could use somebody to talk to.
Yeah. It might be.
Why
But
don't you
I
come
think
crash? You've been through a lot. You need to just take it easy. Things like this happen and it don't make no sense. But it will. Everything's gonna come out in the end. The world has a way of working itself out. It's just a damn fucking hard road to get there.
Yeah, that's true.
We're untangling this little by little. Just don't let
I
it get
guess
to you
you're
too
right.
bad. Doing all you can. We all are.
Yeah. Just to think that these kids are, some of them are kids that were in my class, and some of them were doing really good. And to think
Yeah, well.
that they do shit like that, and they could do so much more with their lives.
You know, it's
Well.
a good thing right now that children are not one of your sources of stability.
Well, none of us here are movie stars. We could all be doing more with our lives, but that's just not how the world works. The universe is big and we're so small, but we can do something with our little lives. We can figure this out.
Yeah.
And we're gonna. It's gonna be all right.
I think
It
you're
just
right.
ain't right now.
Maybe the best thing we can do is put an end to this. Together.
And we're learning something new every day. And we've got allies, people to help us. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. It's just, we got to go through some darkness to get there.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You know what? I think Casey was right. Maybe it's not alcohol that's the answer. I think you are right. You're right.
Wow.
We are going to
Take
go
this down.
through this together.
That's right. Now I'm
Roy,
going to cut you off at 3 tonight.
let me remind you that while children are not one of your sources of stability, which in this case is a very good thing, alcohol is.
Alcohol is, yes.
Yeah, giving up on it, kind of a major change for you.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
let's
saying
let
I'm
this
giving
scene.
up on it, but I don't need to go blind drunk now. So I just need a bit to warm my belly, feel the love of the alcohol.
The
And she just said
vodka,
she's going to cut him off at 3 tonight.
yeah.
Yeah.
The vodka is triple filtered. Blindness shouldn't be a problem these days.
Okay.
So, Shu, if you want to spend a point or two of shrink for Roy.
Well, yeah, we just had to act it out first.
Sure.
So yeah, several. I'll spend several points.
Okay. He gets 2 back for every 1 you spend. He's currently
Then I'll
down
spend-
7.
I'll spend 3 then.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks.
Put that there.
And yeah, she'll invite him to come stay for a couple days just to be around somebody else. It's also so she can keep an eye on him. Because she kind of senses a rager coming on and she wants to make sure that doesn't happen. It's kind of it's better he drinks with me where I can watch than with someone else who's not going to know when to cut him off. So does he agree?
Yes. I'm going
Cool.
to do that. So, and then we get a text message from Kamaria and a new
Good time to catch her up on that too.
warning from the fire.
Yes.
Very inconvenient warning from the fire.
Yeah. It is.
What kind of warning?
That the cold ones are trying to trick me, us, you know.
Turns out you was an insufficiently specific pronoun.
Well, it had said you, but I don't know if it was talking just about me or about all of them.
Yeah, so she had a car fire.
Oh,
A really big one.
A very big, shouty one.
okay. So her car is fucked?
Yep.
It is for the time being.
Nice. Huh.
I think it's time for Ray to emerge from trying to write.
Let's see. Still staying. Let's see. Was Ray still staying at Big Vista, or had he moved down to Nation's Best?
I think he moved out.
Okay. Down to Nation's Best, which is. Well, Big Vista had one death there. Well, okay. Actually, Big Vista had 2 deaths. Nation's Best was only associated with 1 death, so that does seem like a safer place to stay.
Gave it an extra star.
On the other hand, it was less recent, so it's probably due for another one again.
When selecting a hotel, be sure to check its Murderland ratings.
Right? So
Sorry,
he's
I'm gonna mute you for a minute while we talk about this because the echo is really getting to me.
Yay.
Yeah. So, Coy, you're in the Nation's Best Motel, and over there is Doug Fisher cleaning something off his back bumper.
That's interesting.
Yes. I did send you guys a message to tell you that his car had been marked as basically him being the next sacrifice.
So they get hungry
But
now. They want to get 2 sacrifices.
Well, now I'm torn.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to keep an eye on Doug Fisher, or do I want to find out where Kamaria is with her burning car?
Burning questions.
Yes.
Sometimes the horns of the dilemma are licks of flame.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I assume somebody's tried to tell Doug about the marking on his car?
Oh yeah, that's why he's cleaning it off. We caught it just as he was driving away, and probably saved his life.
Yeah, he's using some freaky ammoniated stuff he got from Mammoth Mart.
Hey, it's not freaky. It's good for the environment.
Yes.
It's safe.
So we'll text Kamaria back and find out where she's at.
I will.
By this point, she is up at Alfred.
Alfred.
I need to stick. I need to stick
Alberger.
at Five Peaks' place.
Yeah. Which I would tell him, and if he wants the address, I would give it to him.
Okay.
We'll head out that way since she
Since I'm
appears to
kind
be
of like, unless
getting out of
Alfred
the
wants
vehicle.
to ride later, I'm kind of stuck where I am.
Well,
Right.
Alfred could have, but if someone else is willing to volunteer, that saves him wear and tear on his truck.
Yes.
So we'll head out to Five Peaks Place.
Okay. Yeah, she is in the side entrance, where he does that freaky Native American stuff he does. Yeah, and upon hearing about this most recent incident, Alfred is a bit concerned that, I don't know, maybe the fire thinks it has a claim on you.
Maybe. I mean, is that a good thing?
No.
No.
You do not necessarily want to be an agent of fire. Like I said, fire can be hungry, greedy.
Yeah, well,
It will continue eating until it burns itself out. You may become fuel to it if you're not careful.
So,
Work with it, but avoid getting burned yourself.
well, yes. I mean, that is kind of my plan. My abilities just center on fire, or might there be other things I might be able to eventually do?
Well, we know about the fire.
Mhm.
I'm not sure how far I'm not sure how far your ability is spread or what else you can do with it. This may bear further research. I could probably help with that.
Yes. That was my hope.
The spirit of fire would like. It may be good to do some more research onto this myself. But there may be ways to use it if you're careful.
Yes. And I plan to be.
Right. And somewhere in here, it might be good for Kamaria to open up her, shall we say, psychic pool.
Mm-hmm. Is there a... Oh, are you making one?
Insert 2 rows below. Undo.
What's going on here? Can I control lightning? That'd be pretty sweet. All right, I'm pretty sure we can form the Planeteers if we do this right.
And I'm going to stick a 0 over in Kamaria's column.
Yes. I'm going to have to
Insert
start
one
adding
there.
that.
Yep.
It's always great when a member of the group develops supernatural power.
I know, right?
Freaky weird psi total.
I can't think of a better word for it.
Woot! Now I just gotta start adding to that.
Mm-hmm. And making tests off of it.
Yes. Now I'm starting to regret spending that point when I did.
That would have gone bad if you hadn't spent it, so.
I don't even remember where I put it last time.
Okay, there we go. More or less. I know watching me edit a spreadsheet you can't see on, not very interesting on YouTube, but it had to be done at that time. Just to make room for future development.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've introduced the situation. Let's see. Ray is on his way over to pick up Kamaria from Alfred's place.
Mhm.
Roy and Casey are over at Page Turner's doing research into this and that. Did you have any more particular this and that you wanted to look into?
Let's see. We were looking into any kind of, I guess, rituals or purposes for removing an arm. We're
Yes,
looking into literary references.
Yeah, we had two titles of books. We were wanting to see if there was something connecting them. One was The Handmaid's Tale, and the other one was, what was the other one?
The Jungle.
Well, between those two, there's nothing mystical that you can find.
Somewhat
You may need.
dystopian,
You may.
but a general.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have.
You
nothing
know,
else.
if you want to be kind of specific, if you want to jump to a conclusion, I can't let you put this in the evidence locker yet, but Milton Castillo's list does appear to be books in which society has, in one way or another, broken.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the necessary changes in the social order is about how to get by when the social order collapses, when society breaks.
That's a general.
Oh my God.
theme.
You guys know what the jungle is, right?
Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm super hungry.
I was in the mood for
Excellent.
barbecue some time back.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry for some meat slurry.
Interesting.
Cooked on a burning car engine.
How to get
So
by when society collapses.
So
And
that's
actually,
very-
now that I recall, from having read that book, probably, or at least excerpts from it, probably close to 20 years ago now, I do seem to remember there's something about a guy falling in one of the vats. So there's a little bit of consumption of human tissue going on there too.
Oh,
Yeah.
That would be a thing.
wow. So that they focus on that kind of thing.
I think that was more. That's probably more of a coincidence than anything else. But
I
There
mean,
is
well,
no
they are
point-
both legit pieces of reading.
oh yeah,
Both things that a responsible teacher would. Non-fiction to fiction that quickly is.
Is it raining somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and where
it's
Coy is.
raining here. Sorry.
Oh. No, it's like
Yeah, and I don't remember any anthropophagy from Handmaid's Tale.
No.
no, that has its own problems.
Mm-hmm.
The Handmaid's Tale society in it has its own problem.
Yep. It's 10 of 1, and I am hungry. Want to call the session here?
Yes.
Okay.
Or does anyone else have anything they want to do before we cut off?
Good.
Well, like maybe aside from getting like freaky psychic powers, I guess I'm good.
Yeah. Or do we
Yeah,
find some
these
ritual
powers.
with maybe if we can find some ritual with an arm? Do we find something like that?
Well, that would be occult studies.
Ah.
Neither of you has that. Now, you both have research, but I am going to tell you for no spend that you can't find any rituals that are that specific with the selection of body parts.
What if I do spend?
Huh.
Then I just
Then you still don't find any, but you're out of point.
Yeah, I think that's a dead end.
I mean, you can go that way if you really want.
Andreas, I would like to do a text scene with you
Okay.
later on.
That'll be resolved
Okay,
in
cool.
the community.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to stop broadcast for now using the correct mouse. There
See
we
you
go.
guys.